E aí, silêncio lendo. Oh, God.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming.
Você tá bem, Silêncio? Como você tá, Silêncio?
That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
É, o doutor é gato.
Previously on Alanwake,
Bora
I
começar.
came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The
Só
sheriff took
resuma
me
aí.
to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Possuídos Taken. Nova York, 3 anos antes. E é isso aí, bora continuar. Caraca, ela compra outra suéter? Eu não sei se é suéter ou uma jaqueta. O que é isso? Eu não sei. Uma blusa de frio. De lã.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Ligue a cafeteira. Eu amo esse tipo. O jogo pede pra você uma coisa. Eu vou e faço outra. Eu sou do contra. Você não pode controlar meu coração rebelde. Newton principal.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
As fotos do banda. É engraçado que esse mano aqui, esse ator, que é o rosto da Alanwake, eu não lembro se ele é um dos produtores, se ele é o diretor do jogo, eu não sei. Mas, tipo assim, o gráfico nunca apareceu a cara dele, né? Mas agora, tipo, no próximo jogo, que finalmente o gráfico já avançou, vai aparecer. Nessa casa trancada. Pegar a página no manuscrito.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years
Não é o
after
Alan
I'd
que tá
gotten
lendo.
my revenge,
Eita
it
porra.
had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain.
É o dublador do
My
Max Payne,
blood
né?
painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby.
Aí, ó.
Honey, I'm home.
Esse daqui é o começo do Max Payne 1, mano, não é? A cena do... Começo não, né? A cena da... Que o Max encontra a esposa e o bebê mortos. Parada brusca. Ah, tem um
It's
outro...
true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Acho que sim. Assim, é o Alan Wake, só que não... Quer dizer, é o Max Payne, só que não é o Max Payne. Porque eles não têm o direito do Max Payne. Só que é. É o mesmo. É a mesma voz. É a pistola. Alanwake, retorno. Beleza, eu baixei aqui o QR Code. Vamos ver o que a gente consegue com isso. Leitor de QR Code. Pera aí, abri um texto. Agora abriu o site de investimento. Tá, pera aí, calma. Tá, muito simples. Deixa eu ver. Calma aí. O Max Payne tá com a Rockstar, né? Sim. A Rockstar tem o direito do Max Payne. Aí, por isso que eles, assim, eles não podem usar. Aí, meio que a brincadeira é essa, eles referenciam que o Max Payne seria ali o personagem do livro do Alanwake, tá ligado? Mas é tipo só na referência mesmo. No 2 vai ter uma brincadeira a mais com isso, mas aí eu não sei o que eles vão tramar. Mas seria do caralho, porque tipo assim, se eles tivessem direito de todos os jogos, porque falam que acho que no American Nightmare tem uma referência à galera do Quantum Break. Mas como eles também não têm direito sobre Quantum Break, que é da Microsoft, é meio que só um easter eggzinho mesmo. Tá, peguei o texto aqui agora, tá? Bem, isso daqui não parece tão ruim. Mesmo que você estiver sentado no sofá enquanto joga, quem sabe? É uma frase, solto. Pode ser traduzido bem errado, mas... é isso. Até joguei no Google Tradutor pra ver se era esse mesmo. Ok. Examinar, peraí. Tem mais pra examinar. Beleza, vamos lá fazer nosso café. Café é bom até no videogame. Cheirinho de café digital. Beleza?
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Baixar a tradução desse jogo foi de boa pra tu? Mais ou menos, Denzel. Eu já tinha a tradução já guardada. E a dica é baixar para qualquer site mesmo sem ser a tribo. Infelizmente a tribo gamer, mesmo a tradução sendo deles sendo muito boa, em grande maioria, o site dos caras viraram uma loucura, virou basicamente uma roleta russa de vírus. Então, de vírus e esquema para minerar criptomoeda. Então, o esquema é procura a tradução e vê o outro site sem ser da tribo. E baixa por lá.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
E aí, Desenho, você tá bem, mano?
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry!
Qual que é o nome dessa fobia do escuro? Tem um nome.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I
Isso é
ever got
importante.
scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar.
Aw.
Thanks for this.
Vox, esse Baldur's Gate tá diferente. É, eu coloquei uns mods nele. Nicotofobia. Medo do escuro, né? Blind Falls, presente.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Eita, pô. Tô bem.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
E aí, Vox? Eu vou ver se eu volto. Talvez eu ainda jogue um pouco hoje o Baldur's Gate, mas como tá chegando aí o Alanwake 2, eu tenho que terminar tanto o Alanwake quanto o Control.
I believe you'll find the sheriff in her office. Just go down the corridor.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Vocês já foram pescar? Valk, você já foi pescar? Valk, você já fez trilha? Agora eu fiquei na dúvida, Valk. Você já fez ou já teve algum contato com a natureza sem ser a praia? Vamos lá, senhora. Alan fucking Wake. Vou encontrar minha mulher. Fala, JF, fala,
You're
caramba.
good to go, Mr. Wake. Sarah's probably waiting for a chance to talk to you.
Beleza, tava tentando escolher em volta, seu chato. Queria ver se tinha alguma coisa legal aqui no lugar. Tudo bom? Assim, bom não. A gente poderia estar melhor, mas tá indo. Fale com a Sarah.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
A senhorinha é a única que manja das fitas. Você viu esse homem desaparecido dia 20 de 6 de 2007. 2007? Característica, usa truques para ganhar concurso. Pera aí, então não é... Né... Missing... Ah, eles fizeram piada. Desaparecido. Richard, Bruce, Jacob saíram para acampar há dias e não entraram em contato. Se você viu, sabe, ligue para 555-9932. Obrigado. Cadê o gatinho? Oh, meu Deus, gatinho. Todo mundo o Alanwake matou.
Come
Maldito.
in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Eu juro que eu não queria entrar na sua sala agora, moça. Eu só tava zanzando por aí.
Your phone, Mr. Wake?
Calma.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Ah.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Cidade pequena é local do sobrenatural. Todo mundo sabe disso. Quanto mais pequena a cidade, mais o capeta habita. Outra página. Ali se vê uma sombra.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Cidade pequena, cidade pequena.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
Tudo bem. Posso andar por aí? Posso. É muito gato perdido. A polícia tem que fazer alguma coisa, nossos gatos estão sumindo.
Make sure you don't forget your phone.
Não pode abrir o telefone. Pegar o telefone.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this.
Já vamos nós.
Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
É, vozinha fofa.
Get to the back lot through that door and down the corridor, Mr. Wake.
Thanks.
Hey, you! Can you help me? Can you turn the lights on? Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See? Sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen, you gotta listen
Tô escutando, mano, pode falar.
Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
Ok. Basicamente, o que ele falou, acho que o amigo dele foi possuído. Vou aqui pra minha ação. Presença escura na cafeteria.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Okay.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Ok. Beleza, só vamos dar uma olhada. Caminho ali, tá ligado? Mas vamos dar uma olhada pra gente ver se encontra mais alguma página. Mais alguma coisa. Denzel, você tá aí? Eu tinha perguntado pra você
The
se você
caller
jogou
had told me to
Control.
find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Parkour. Caralho, mano. Vamos ver. Waking Lover Peak.
The kidnapper
Lover's
fired
Peak.
his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Ok, aqui já tá. Basicamente já. Tá mostrando aí.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Opa, do lado.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm
Chegou
at the sheriff's
Joe
station.
Patch.
Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Eu tenho tipo um menu que eu posso ver objetos, manuscritos, não? Nitragro. Ok. Ok. Inano. Ow.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Beleza.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and Regrettable little
Yeah,
outing. They are not
motherfucker.
accountable for their actions.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh! Hey! Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake!
Oh, Rose.
Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow, I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Cara.
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you.
Um esqueleto de um mamute da Colômbia. Mamuto só Colombi. Estima-se que esse exemplar tenha 14 mil anos e foi encontrado em La Brea, Tar Pits, em 1981. Foi doado ao Parque Nacional de Underwood em 1998, quando o mamute da Colômbia se tornou o fóssil oficial do estado de Washington. Foi batizado de Charlie Dentes Largos, agora é o mascote oficial do parque. Ok. Ursinhos, ursinhos, elefantinho. Elefantinhos não, mamutes, normal.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself.
Listen, senhores. Você não confia em mim, eu não tô maluco.
What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? Are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Funny Farm é tipo uma gíria, algo pra hospício? Não sabia. Tem mais não, tinha uma garrafa de café.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Hell, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky. Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Beleza, pegar.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Eu gosto muito do Barry. Vamos salvar o doguinho.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And
Esse é o
here
problema,
are
eu
the
quero salvar o
keys.
doguinho.
Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Caralho,
Thanks.
dá
Can you
chave na
tell me
minha
how
mão.
to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Acho que agora que tem
If you have any
primeiro.
trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right, thanks.
Beleza. Agora, eu acho que agora que vem um tutorial de veículos. Né?
Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Uh-huh.
Vamos pro carro, bora pro carro. CG! CG atrás de CG.
Crazy talk, Al. Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Achoo! Achoo! Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again. Achoo!
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Cara, 15%.
You want to know where you can shove that flashlight?
Lock the door when I leave.
Andei, pegar a garrafinha de café. Ele... Verdade, né? Todo começo de capítulo você perde as armas. Pelo menos nesse faz sentido, né? Você perde as armas por conta do... Lá se o Alan teve que se livrar das armas pra não ser preso pela xerife. Vou deixar ligado. Opa. Bugou ali bonito. Som. Ok, deu saída. Ok. Deu. Nossa. Beleza, bora lá. Eu já tô com soninho. Vamos ver se a gente consegue passar mais um.
Hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry. Barry had the keys to the car he rented. It wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Itachi, filha da mãe. Escondendo no lixo.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just passed his rear end of the street. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Alguém passou por ali ou eu tô maluco?
No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm gonna check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah, it's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Beleza. Eu jurava que tem algum lugar aqui, bem no comecinho, que se a gente explora, a gente pega o machado. Espírito. Tá porra, não encostava aqui não. Caralho, sabe por que você no pneu, mano? Se acalma. Acho que é aqui, ó.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish.
Droga.
Especially in Night Springs.
Você vai dar para ver desse jeito aqui.
Tonight's episode. The Man in the Mirror.
O Homem no Espelho.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Okay. Maybe in the mirror. Esse foi meio fraquinho, né? Mesmo assim, tudo que lembra Além da Imaginação, mas passa pano. Menos o último Além da Imaginação recente que é MMR. Mas o resto a gente passa pano. Ai, fôlego de estamina do Alan de um fumante. Outra página. Rush morrendo.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Ah, é verdade, ele encontra um manuscrito e lê. É muito longe, mano. Quero parar depois de encontrar.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming!
Please, help me!
Eu não importo com você, eu quero salvar o cachorro. Cachorro! Max!
Can you hear me? Anyone? Please, help!
Hello?
Back here. I'm back here. Hey, please.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript.
Caraca.
It would help me understand what had happened.
A perna do Rush foi pro caralho.
Shh. Good boy.
forest at night. Woke up.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Acho que agora que a gente enfrenta nosso primeiro boss, não é? Da página primeiro. Wake alcança refúgio seguro na luz.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Pegou baterias, pegou munição, ok. Duas baterias.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Oh fuck.
Rusty! Rusty!
The ground was gouged through the liquid darkness.
Ah, o cachorro!
Hunters need hunting licenses.
Quem são vocês? Pra mexer com o doguinho. Eu não lembro, o doguinho vai de base? Eu acho que ele foi de base.
Had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Ih, já era.
Fishing
is only permitted for those prisoners
who purchase a park
fishing
license. Obey
the park ranger's instructions
at all times.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Never.
Closer than 100 yards.
Two bears and wolves never approach any other
closer than 25 yards.
Pets must be leashed
at all times.
Never leave your
pet unattended.
It is
against the law
to remove any natural objects or historical artifacts from the park. This includes even even simple berries.
Pera aí, moço. Calma aí. Mais uma bala. Pera aí, mais um pouquinho. Tiraço. Tipo, o combate é passável. Tirando a esquiva, que é qualquer coisa, mas aqui não é possível. É muito ordinário. Vai ter a porra de uma caixa cheia de munição. É muito videogame antigo isso aqui. Peraí, deixa eu dar uma olhada. Se eu não me engano, eu lembro que tem algum esquema que a gente vê o doguinho. Eu não sei se a gente vê o doguinho, infelizmente, de base. Acho que tem que voltar pra trás. Vou voltar pra trás, só pra cá. Como é aqui? Deixa eu sumir, meu. Agora viramos John Wick. Essa é a nossa nova missão. Não! Eu não tinha visto você aqui. Nós vamos vingar de cada um deles. Por 4 ou 5 filmes. Vamos conhecer o Alanwake agora. Nossa, Alan, pelo amor de Deus, para de fumar.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy. But you're not crazy! Al, be careful!
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Com certeza deve ter algum item por aqui. Algum bagulho de refúgio. Página. As últimas palavras de Rusty.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Maneiro, dá pra ver todo o caminho que a gente vai percorrer. Isso aqui é... Leve design da From, hein?
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Peraí. É muito bizarro que esses bagulho que tem ajuda pra ele, tipo, onde tá marcado, seria sempre os lugares mais escuros e... Tipo, é aqui que a escuridão vai te matá-lo. Shotgun. Vambora aqui. Corre ela. Speak agora. Acho que é aqui que aparece o cara da serra elétrica, né? Ai! Uma coisa que eu gosto desse tipo de jogo é ter que ficar recarregando as armas. O 2 eles prometeram que pelo menos quando você jogar com a policial vai ser um survival. Eu quero ver muito como vai ser o estilo de jogo. Lover's Peak pra cá, tem alguma coisa pra cá. Outra página. Barry conhece Rose.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him.
Foi quando ele chegou.
From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Barry ficou todo apaixonado. Beleza, era pra pegar mais uma página. Ufa. Mostrou uma gameplay jogando com ela na IGN. Eu sei, mas é aquela curtinha, saiu outra gameplay recente. Que é aquela que ela tá andando, aí do nada o bicho quebra a parede da cabine, né? Ai! Ó, você viu? Me esquivei. Ai, caralho. Uma luz. Isso tá longe pra caralho. Ai! Caraca, mano, bicho sinistro, cara. 18 minutos da gameplay. Ah, depois eu vou dar uma olhada. De luta mesmo. Nice. Não mostraram nada do gameplay do Alanwake, né? Ah, sim, mostrou no trailer, né? Eu lembro que nessa parte, eu não sei se era nessa parte aqui, mas tipo, o ruim é, essa floresta ela é muito grande. É difícil se perder se você sair. Mas acontece daqui, ó. Eles ficam summonando. Então, tipo, se você quer procurar... Eu acho muito maneiro. Mas tipo assim, você quer ficar explorando pra ver se encontra as garrafas de café ou as páginas, é um inferno, porque tipo, eles ficam toda hora, sabe? Então é meio, sei lá, tipo, é interessante, mas eu acho que o 2 vai fazer bem melhor. O Wake vê o símbolo da tocha. Aquele símbolo que tem um suprimento que a gente tá encontrando.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Prontinho. Caraca, sempre o machado, né? Eu quero. Se eu não me engano, o Dutra, você consegue ver pra mim? O Alanwake vai se passar quando? Vai se passar em 2023 mesmo? Bear alert. Cuidado com os... Esses dias eu... Aí fodeu, né? Se você... Eu sou stealth. Ui, fudeu. É muito, mano. Eita caralho. Corre! Ai, filha de uma mãe! Ai, eu esquivei! Esquivei não. Esquivei agora! Esquivei! Ai, esquivei! Ah! Caraca, mano, esse jogo é muito ruim. Tá. Eu não tenho bala de 12. Eu tenho uma com 38. Caralho. Tem um sinalizador aqui. Ai! Ah, mano, esse aqui é muito ruim. Tá, vou enfrentar. É que eu fui ali pra ver se tinha alguma coisa. Pra ver se tinha alguma coisa pra enfrentar eles mais fácil. Mas vamos pegar um pronto. Eu vi o seu otário. Seu otário. Fudeu. Eu consegui me... Meu Deus. Tá, vamos lá. Tô fazendo alguma coisa muito errada aqui. Tá, vou fazer que nem eu fiz aquela hora. Que eu subi aqui e eles passaram reto. Corre, Alan! Pelo amor de Deus! Corre, Alan! Corre! Corre! Mãe. Vamos nós. Mas vocês estão pertence a uma árvore que... Peraí? Essa seção pertence a uma árvore que brotou em 1846, o ano em que o Tratado de Oregon foi assinado. Outros eventos notáveis em anéis. Em 1853, forma-se o território de Washington. 1878, fundação da Companhia Mineradora de Bright Falls, assim como o próprio povoado. 1889, criado o estado de Washington. 1929, a árvore danificada em um incêndio na floresta. 1970, a mineradora Bright Falls fecha as portas após erupção vulcânica de Condor Lake. Em 1980, a erupção de um Monte Helen. 1987, a árvore caiu durante uma tempestade. Então... Ah, que maneira. Eles dataram a idade da árvore conforme os eventos foram. Maneiro, maneiro. Caralho, mano! Que susto da porra! Corre! Ai, meu Deus. Pulando. Caralho, mano! Que isso? Que agressão! Tá valendo o bagulho! Gente! Caralho! Maluco! Tá, eu vou atrair eles aqui. Matar um a um. Melhor. Não dá nem pra ler a história do local. Agora fala muito lento, mano. Tá, onde é o caminho aqui, então? O caminho não é pra cá? Não é, só me fudo. Dark Souls agora, hein? Pensando aqui, rapaz. De primeira. Ele vai editar pra parecer que foi de primeira. Tá, quero só... Bem aqui, né, de qualquer forma. É que eu não olhei a pedra aqui do lado. Mais uma página. A chegada de Nightingale.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Achei não. Ah, valeu, doutor. Mas eu acho que talvez seja recente. Eu não lembro se a personagem tava com celular moderno ou algo do tipo, mas acho que é recente, acho que é recente. Visitors pelo mapa, maneiro. Se quiser ver depois eu vejo. Essa daqui é a parte dos corvos. Os corvos capeta. Então 11 minutinhos. É o que caca pro personagem, né? Mas eu acho que eu vi esse gameplay sim, Dutra. Eu vou... Assim que terminar essa parte aqui, o capítulo, eu dou uma olhada. Você fica sacrifício no portão. Saiu há 5 dias. Ah, então não, deve ser 9. Então não vi não. Eu não sei, mano. Você conhece meu menor de peixinho dourado? Au. E aí, silêncio lendo. Oh, God.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming.
Você tá bem, Selene? Como você tá, Selene?
That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
É, o doutor é gato.